What's this?
Hello, welcome back to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I continue with my Let's Play of the Banner Saga 2. This is episode 2, and we're going to hop in and continue where we left off. Normal caravan morale does not affect your hero's willpower in battle. Maintain sufficient supplies and rest in camp to improve morale. Cool. Additionally, a red skull icon shows that some of your units are injured. Use the rest tent to pass time and heal. Full recovery may take several days. Alright, looks like a few of our guys got beat down. Oh, there we go. Full recovery. Morale improved. Everybody's happy. Alright, we can talk to two individuals. This looks like this is the guy, Bolivar or somebody. I forgot what his name is. The mercenary leader of the Ravens. And then this is Oddleif, or Oldleif. So I guess we'll talk to her first. Oddleif, your former chieftain's widow, is demonstrating fletching an arrow to a few people as you approach. Give us a moment, will you? The group walks away as Oddleif stands and wipes loose feathers from her tunic. I doubt you're here to explain your actions with the Dredge. Do I need to? It was nothing. I miss Alette. I can only imagine. She watches you in silence, not pressing you to continue. Eventually, she changes the subject. I want to discuss the clansmen. They're good at scavenging for food while we travel, but we could always use more fighters. But training them takes time. I'm not sure we have that much of that to spare. Then you'll just have to find a balance that works. We're okay for now, but who knows how our village needs will change. I see. Thanks. You turn to leave Oddleif, but Oddleif places a hand on your shoulder. We should talk, Rook, at some point. Talk about what? You're not the leader. Sorry, not you the leader, but the man I knew from Skorg. She gives you a faint smile and returns to her fletching. Alright, there we go, guys. I can read eventually. I swear, it just takes me a few hundred hours, but I'll get the... No, it's fine. Good caravan morale causes +1 willpower bonuses in battle. Maintain sufficient supplies. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so there we go. We're going to go and talk to this guy. The Bolverk. I was close. I called him Bolivar, but it's close. Bolverk. The Varl mercenary leader, Bolverk, a rather large female fighter, are talking to Juno, a member of the Spell-Weaving Menders Council. Bolverk looks annoyed. Nothing unusual. There is no haggling on this. You already accepted the offer in Borsgard. Get this one to do it. Get me to do what? If Juno is surprised by your presence, it doesn't show. She continues to stare straight at the Varl. Rook is seen to the survival of this caravan, something I doubt you care to do. He won't be seen to anything much longer if he keeps fighting like he did earlier. Oh, she's just lovely, isn't she? I love the animations, guys. They're all very subtle, small things, but they're very cool. Alright. But I'm still here now. Again, what other tasks are you talking about? That determination will see these people safely to Arborang. But with respect, our discussion stays between us for now. Her look at Bolverk says she expects him to keep it private. Ivan needs my help with healing the wounded, but we should leave soon. See Hakan at the dock when you're ready. Juno leaves without another word. Fane Volka. One of these days, Claw and Fang will get thirsty for Spellweaver blood. Claw and Fang? His axes. The large axe heads are polished, the blades are sharp, and the cheeks scarred from plenty of use. But it's the gray handles that stand out. They're unlike anything you've seen before. How long are you going to let Juno tell you what to do? You avoid his goading. Only to Oberang. Then it's King Menolf's job. Like he's got the answer to any of this. He'd royally piss himself if he ever saw a Dredge. The pig-tailed fighter laughs. Have we met? I'm Folka, a shield maiden in charge of keeping the ravens alive. Bolverk gives her a stern look, but she doesn't back down. I already know who you are, chieftain. I heard there's a problem I should know about. Do you have a better idea than Arborang? I heard there's a problem I should know about. The Varl seems to grow taller and more wild as she takes a step towards you. You stopping to save every fan idiot along the river will get us all killed. Makes more sense to only stop the ships when we need supplies. And get rid of these half-useless people, too. They're slowing us down. That's not going to happen. Don't tell me what to do with my people. The river dictates our speed on the ships. I will if they don't start pulling their own weight. Don't tell me what to do with my people. Bulwark's eyes twitch as he stares at you. Is he shaking? Bulwark, let's worry about the ravens. This one knows better than to cross us. Bulwark snorts and turns his attention to a large sealed cart behind him. His bear-cloaked back indicates the conversation is over. Alright, well, so be it. Alright. Well, we can drag around here. We gotta see somebody at the docks. I guess that's down here. How much renown do we have left? Let's go to the market real quick. We had some supplies. 1 renown gets 5. We have a decent amount of supplies. We have 8 renown left. We'll buy a little bit more. There we go. That's going to be it for us. Oh, sorry. 1 renown gets 5. Okay, something like that. That'll work. We'll have a decent amount of food for a few days. And we'll still have 4 renown in case we need anything else. Alright, we have options, we have days of supplies, we have map. I don't remember how you outfit your characters. That might just be before battle. The wooden planks of the well-used dock creak as you walk across them. Hakan, a warrior recently acknowledged as king of the Varl, paces on the dock. Not sure I was made for this, he says as you approach. Commanding in battle is one thing, but deciding how many chickens we need to bring? We both made harder decisions. I'm just as lost as you are at this. You seem to be handling it just fine. We both made harder decisions. True, Hakan says, but usually I'm following orders and only thinking about where to swing my axe. Now every decision affects the next, he pauses. Then he laughs deeply. Wagner, my last Kender, would have given me grief about thinking at all. A dark mood washes over him. His death remains a mystery. But I'll figure it out. Let's sail. Let's depart. After lighting the funeral pyre, the last villagers find seats on your rickety longships built of scrap wood, scavenged in Boarsgard. The ravens find space around a large cart on their black-sailed vessel. Oars slowly move all the boats into the river's current. Alright, sweet. And we'll get to enjoy the constant moving of the caravan. There's usually a narration that follows this as well. So I may abruptly shut my face when it begins. It's been a while, guys. It's been, like 2 years almost. Aleo looks ill. At least it's not the brackish sea, he whispers to himself as he steps around rowers and baggage to speak with you. I'm not sure we were all built for aquatic voyages, he says. And I hear Arborang is quite a distance away. My people could use a few hours' rest on solid ground. We barely moved. The hopeful looks from others sway you, and you signal for the ships to make land. Would you mind telling me why the capital is our destination? Aleo asks. Arborang's walls have never been breached. The Volca Juno says the Menders can protect us. The Menders there can protect us. It's the furthest place from the Dredge. It just is. Now help us row. Alright, we'll say that the Menders can protect us. Menders? The Skald's shoulders slump. We were all hoping for something more substantial. He realizes Ivan and Juno can hear him. I thank you for healing my people, but we're talking about an army of Dredge. The Volca and her apprentice share a smile, but say nothing. Dredge, Aleo says, almost in awe. Man and Varl's storied foe from oh so ever long ago. But they're real, and here. How have they made it so far south? His glance at the Varl is met with both anger and shame. The longships rock gently, and the Skald grabs a rope to steady himself. If only we had the fabled horses to ride upon, we'd outpace the Dredge and be on sound footing. His dramatized misery is almost as amusing as his thanks when he steps back onto the land. Morale has been improved. We're heroes, guys and gals. This is the map of the world. You can explore it by dragging the mouse to pan and the mouse wheel to zoom. Okay. The location of your caravan is indicated here by Rook's icon. The caravan recently embarked from Aleo's village and is traveling westward down the Ormsa River. Okay, we're heading west. Where is... Oh, it's way over here. Aberrang is over in this area. Okay. Okay. Prior to arriving at Aleo's village, the caravan had hurriedly embarked from Borsgard in the wake of the devastating siege laid by Bellower and his armies. Click on Borsgard to find out more about it. An aging and senile mess of a city that can't remember whether it wants to sell you something or steal everything you've got. While Orms Dalar grew early into an important hub of trade, its twin city, Borsgard, became the place to buy things nobody else was willing to hawk. It's greatly supported by the potent items harvested in Renevik and Tistel, and plagued by huge disparities between the extremely rich and the suffering poor. Cool. The caravan is attempting to reach Ormsdalr by river on the way to Aberrang. Click on Ormsdalr to find out more about it. As Storm led one of the first men east, Ormsdalr was one of the most important places they settled, nestled in the crook where the Ormsa River splits. If Borsgard and Ormsdalr were twins, Ormsdalr would be the righteous brother trying to keep his evil twin from hurting everyone else. So it's a good city. Anyway, we're going to head all the way down here into this, which eventually leads to over here. Reaching Aberrang, the human capital, is the ultimate goal of the caravan. It is hoped that the walls of the ancient city will provide safety against the deepening catastrophe. Let's click on it to find out more. From humble beginnings to the eventual seat of power for the king, Aberrang is the most populated and contested city throughout the human lands. Its towering obsidian walls have been pulled from the depths by the weaving power of the Menders. As each new generation of residents builds another ring of walls, the city continues to grow larger, more indulgent, and more dangerous. Alright. The world map is covered with many locations and holds much lore. You can explore the map at any time by clicking on locations for more information. Cool. Toothpick Woods, the butt end of the sprawling woods that comes to a point and was split by roads forged by early settlers. Though it may be just as well known for the rewards reaped of fat pheasants that have been all but hunted to extinction here. Cool. Alright, can we get out of this now? Oh, okay. When you're finished researching the world map, click this button to travel or to camp. Alright, onward! You can return to the map at any time during travel by pressing this button. Cool. As you travel through the world, time passes. The number of days passed is shown here. Each time a full day passes, your supplies will be consumed. Morale drops during continuous travel and when supplies run low. In order to raise morale, you must camp and allow your caravan to rest. The number of days' worth of remaining supplies is shown here. If the caravan has insufficient supplies, people will begin to starve, and morale will drop. In order to maintain morale, heal injuries, you must rest in camp. Furthermore, camping provides you opportunities to increase your battle prowess and converse with your heroes. Click here to camp. Sweet! Alright, we get to camp. When a day passes in camp, your caravan consumes a day's worth of supplies. Morale increases. Click the rest tent now. Alright, there it is. At any time you can visit the heroes tent to inspect and promote your heroes. Click the heroes tent now. Very nice. Your items are shown at the bottom of the roster. Drag items onto your units to equip them. Items can only be equipped by characters of equal rank. Promote your units to equip higher rank items. Click on an item for more information. Click on a unit to view stats, promote ranks, and learn abilities. Alright, Rook. Rook is here, and he's ready to promote, but we need a certain level of renown in order to promote them, I think. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Click on the ability to learn about the unit's abilities. Alright. Mark prey. By marking this target, the hunter does a small amount of armor break damage and is able to focus the attacks of the entire team on a single enemy. His allies in range of the victim get a free instant attack on the marked target. So if you can surround somebody and then get Rook to move and hit him with the marked target, they will all try to murder the guy. I think it's only for melee, though. Any allies in range? Yeah. When set up smartly, marked prey can be one of the most powerful tactics available to a party, and the difference between victory and an impossible battle. Cool. 1 break, 2 break, 3 break. Cool. Okay. Now to promote... Oh, can we just promote for free? Is that a thing? Okay. Higher stats and talents. Choose the second ability. Increase an item rank. I don't know what's going to be best. I'm going to go with higher stats and talents, I think. Only the most elite warriors promote to rank 6 and take on a second ability. Oh, actually we get all of these. Okay, so we can continue. So we just learned Call to Arms. The peal of Rook's Warhorn rallies the heroes and calls them to pillage. During pillage, there are no more guaranteed turns. Killing an enemy gives the heroes 2 turns in a row, but the same holds true for the enemies. This calls for wisdom and timing. That's pretty sweet. I am a fan. Is that the only one we can do? Oh, I'm cool with that. Let's choose that. See, we need 13 renown to promote the unit. I thought so. Accrue more renown through great deeds and victory in battle. So you always have to have the balance between the multiple different things that you can do. Alright, but we can still look at what he's got. He's got 9 out of 11 maximum possible increase here. He's got 11 out of 12 possible for his melee, 7 out of 8 for his willpower, and he can actually do up to 3. Exertion is the amount of willpower you can use on any given action. So you can dodge. Long lives generally belong to fighters with the fewest scars. Lucky shot. Really? That's interesting. Alright. Anyway, there you have it, folks. We don't have the ability right now to really do what we want to do. How do we back out of this? It's this button up here. Okay. Well, we have a few items available. Move and dodge stats. Let's see. What is this? A Let's bracelet. I'm going to put that on him. I don't think you can have more than 1 item. I think you can only have 1 item at a time. Yeah, you can only have 1 at a time. Alright, what is this one? This one is dodge strength attacks. Put that up on you, buddy. Lightning runestone. A small runestone. 2x strength damage. Plus 10% 2x strength damage and drawing aggro. It's for level 2. These are all the characters that we have. Now, in my playthrough in the first game, Egil died right away. He did not make it at all. And I think Gunnulf died too. I definitely didn't make it through without anyone dying. It was not a pleasant or very pretty experience. Alright, well he is a shield user, though I don't know if I want to use him as a front runner. I think he was another shield user. Yeah, he was a shield master. There we go. Perfect. We'll let him take aggro. Move and dodge strength. Yeah, he was a raid master. He also carried a shield. We'll give him this. And then finally, what is this thing? The tortoise band. Armor on rest. Maybe we'll give that to Gunnulf. Gunnulf was a warhawk. He didn't have a tremendous amount of armor, but he was a really hard hitter. We have a lot of other items. This one, I remember being decent. 1 armor per turn. Maybe that's what we'll put on him. Oh, he's not 4 yet. Maybe we'll put that on Hakan. Dunder's Hands plus 3 strength. That does sound pretty epic. Hakan does 16 to 18. This guy does less. That's for a level 5. Now, what does he have right now? I don't know, but I think I'm going to give him this one. Blam! And this one, 2 strength, resist, and plus 1 will per kill. Guess we can do that with Ivan. Alright, we'll throw that one up on Ivan, and that's going to be that. And then we'll go with this little baby one here. Dodge, strength attacks. I don't know. Not sure who I want to put that on. Maybe Krumer? Alright, folks, there we go. A lot of playing around with the different various things, but we're looking pretty good here. If you're ready to leave camp, you can do so by clicking leave, or we could talk to our boy here. A strangely familiar man with a spear and tattoos beckons to you. His movements are somewhat odd, almost comical. You wouldn't be confused by Tryggvi's presence if you'd supported his journey long ago. What? The man's eyes glaze over for a moment before clearing. Now he acts like your old friends. I've lost it. Lost what? My desire to keep going, the same as you. I still want to keep going. I understand, but we have to keep moving. Bah! You don't really mean that. But you did once, and will again, unless you go down with your ship, Captain. Tryggvi starts laughing. It's disturbing, and as you walk away, you hear him singing. Yellow and blue will lie to you, lie to you, lie to you. Tryggvi is a little bit of a weird guy. I think he was part of, I don't think he was DLC. He might have just been like a bonus character, maybe for pre-ordering or something. Alright, I guess it's time for us to leave camp. And go get ourselves into some trouble. We're 21 minutes in and we haven't actually done any battling this time around, guys and gals. Well, that's the nature of the game. It's not a full 100% go crazy and murder stuff type situation, so. Shouted orders turn several ships toward the bank. You have no choice but to call all other vessels to halt as well. By the time you land, a crowd is gathered by the water. Alright, what do we see here? A man in fine clothes and a missing hand stands in the center of others. He smirks as you approach. Okay. And here he is, the fan self-proclaimed ruler of us all. Are you the reason for this delay? I don't answer questions from backwater scum, no matter how high they've risen in the pond. Well, then I'll stop asking. Get back on the boats. You don't know who you're talking to, do you? Rook, you might not remember when we first arrived in Borsgard, but I went with Bolvark to speak with the governor. What's your point? Well, this is Ruga, the governor. Ludin, the entitled prince of Aberrang, who joined you in Einartoft, steps forward from the gathering crowd. The former governor of what was Borsgard, actually. Careful, Prince. Rivers are dangerous, especially this far from your papa's side. The threat causes a few gasps from the clansmen. Ludin's bodyguard, the usually quiet Varl growls, but is waved off by the young prince. The mentor and I were just discussing Rook's banner. It'll make a nice addition to Borsgard. That's not going to happen. Fine, I don't really care. Doesn't Prince Ludin outrank you? Ludin glances at you, a brief look of appreciation upon his face. If anything, Rook's banner would join Aberrang's, or are you claiming control of this entire kingdom, too? I'm just trying to guide my vulnerable prince home with some dignity and proper leadership. But it was Rook who led the fight against Belwer, while you hid in your great hall, Governor. Overseeing a besieged town isn't hiding, Mender, just as fighting in a battle isn't necessarily leading. But Rook kept us alive across the frozen wastes, he did, cries a man. Saved us at Einartoft, too. A woman adds, others join in, listing your deeds and cheering your name. Then it's settled, no more delays. Rook is our official guide to Aberrang, but will consult with me on major decisions. I don't want a title or a boss. Everyone just get back on the boats. Yes, return to the ships. The helmeted guard next to Ruga makes a gesture for only the governor to see. Ruga laughs as the crowd disperses. Prince, your guide has a lot to learn before Aberrang. Do I? Do I really? Oh no, our morale has declined. It is not fair. It is not fair. Ahead, driftwood has collected, creating an impressive barrier for the longships. Alternatively, going ashore has its own risks from whatever might be lurking in the trees. Row hard, we'll break through, bank the ships, and set all axemen to chopping. Prepare for portage, we'll carry the ships around. We'll set the axemen to chopping. Sorry about that, folks. Once on land, you, Ivor, and anyone else with an axe start hacking away at the wood blockage. Thudding sounds fill the air. Moments later, Ruga says, "Damn, we've got company." As Dredge approaches from the woods, you realize others will have to hold them off until you've cleared through the driftwood. Well, that's interesting. You are about to enter a battle. If you find the battle too difficult or challenging, or if you find yourself needing a tougher challenge, you can modify the difficulty settings. Don't worry, you can change the difficulty of battles at any time before a battle begins. To access the difficulty settings, open the options menu. You can click on this button and hit the escape key at almost any time. Alright, sweet. Alright, folks. Well, unfortunately, I think what we're going to do is probably break it off here before the battle. But don't worry, I'm going to come right back with episode 3. So you'll see episode 1, 2, and 3 all in order. It's going to be fantastic. You guys are going to really enjoy it, I hope. The battle's going to probably take somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes, and I don't want to run the episode to be like 45 minutes or so. That being said, we're going to break it off here. In the next episode, we'll do the battle. We'll get a little bit further in. I'm going to try to pace it to where I know we can get stuff done. It might be shorter episodes at times, longer episodes at others. Or if I get lucky, and that's the goal and the hope and the dream, that I get lucky enough to actually get a big chunk of time to actually record it, it won't matter so much because I'll be able to split it when and where I need to. That being said, we're going to break it off here. I hope you guys enjoyed this second episode. I know there wasn't a lot of battle, murder, death, killing, and such yet, but we get to start that off in the very next episode. We did get to learn a lot about the game, and, well, we're going to try our very best to see if we can't do some murder without Rook being around. That being said, until the very next episode, folks, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.